Hello and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. I am trying to
Stop the
design
lockdown.
God damn it, Alan. I am trying to design a space shuttle. Now, the first thing I did was design this shuttle. It can take off from the runway and fly on its own. It glides pretty well. It's a very nice shuttle to fly, actually. These engines, you might have noticed, they're angled very strangely. And basically, the reason they're angled so strangely is so that the thrust will... What the bollocks? Yeah, I don't know why that just grabbed that. But anyhow, they're angled that way so that the thrust will point up instead of, pointing out at an angle and, throwing off the balance and everything. Anyhow, so I made those first. Then I attached this stack of tanks and an engine at the bottom of the stack of tanks. And then this thing that says where the thrust is and where the mass is, the lift indicator is wrong, by the way. Anyhow, the mass is right there, and this thrust indicator was originally in between the rocket and the shuttle, which wouldn't have been appropriate. So I added these extra little thrusters over here, and long story short, I am still working on it because it still isn't quite up to par. Why is the symmetry turned all the way up? What the hell was that? I don't know. Anyhow, let's see, I need to add some struts. I'm thinking, oh, not up there. I'll add it, yeah, I'll add a strut right there, going, hold on, going, that looks about right. I like to keep everything looking pretty symmetric. Fuck. Yeah. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so sometimes that gets me. Fuck! Like right now. I'm sorry. Just the way I am. Can't change it. Although I can certainly try. That is close enough. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that's not there. Anyhow, so I messed with the staging order, so now the SRBs fire and these tinier engines fire at the same time, and the main engine, of course. And then when you get rid of the SRBs, you activate these two tiny ones, and then you activate actually no, you activate this one, and then later you activate the tiny ones. These other two tiny ones. But then the problem I'm having there is that the shuttle doesn't provide quite enough lift to balance against that sometimes. So I'm thinking now what I'm going to try doing is I'm going to try putting a decoupler there. Oh, come on, click. There we go. Let's get this down low. This decoupler, and then I'm going to add an engine. Basically, I decided to start recording as I was building this to kind of show you how I design, how I design a rocket. And this should go there. And this is how you design a shuttle. You basically just gotta constantly tweak everything until you get it just right. And this used to be all trial and error and kind of guessing what went wrong, and luckily with the new features it's easier to figure it out, but it's still kind of a strange one. And then of course my perfectionism is kind of annoyed by the way that looks. That's technically connected as far as the game cares, but it doesn't actually look like it's connected. So I'm trying to fix that, even though it doesn't matter, because it matters to me. That's close enough. Sorry, I'm just like that, and you're gonna have to deal with it. Anyhow, this is my latest version. Let's try it. So as you can see, when the physics loads, it has a bit of issue with the landing gear. Understandable. But anyhow, we're gonna throttle up to 2/3. There we go. Precision controls, we're gonna... Okay, it's a bit wobbly, but it'll be alright. Okay, SAS on, and there we go. And as you can see, with these 4-5 engines firing at once, you know, 2 SRBs, 2 of these tiny ones, and the main engine, it stays pretty stable. It's flying mostly straight up. Mostly. Anyhow, I'm not going to touch the controls at all. I'm going to let it figure out the controls. Well, other than hitting space at the appropriate times. But anyhow, SRBs burn out, and I immediately turn on this engine to stabilize with the thrust from these. And as you can see, it's still holding pretty straight up. And it will continue to do so for a little while, but then once it gets into the thinner atmosphere, it starts to lose this ability to hold straight up. And I'm hoping this next stage that I just designed, where it gets rid of this engine, this tiny engine here, and activates these 2 other tiny engines, I'm hoping that'll compensate. Why is that engine still on there? That engine was supposed to have been decoupled just now. I don't know why that's still there. That shouldn't be there. Well, it's not firing anymore, because I don't see the exhaust coming off of it. But that's still very annoying that it's on there when it's not supposed to be. And we're also losing control now, so I'm gonna detach that bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Why are you pulling up? This is the wrong kind of SAS for it to automatically pull up, but it decided to anyhow. Anyhow, this stage is very easy to fly without SAS, so I think the revision and instructions I need to make right there is to turn off the SAS right then, because you can just control it yourself. Oh. Okay, it is fighting me just a little bit, but oh well. Anyhow, you can see we have run out of fuel, and so you can see this is going to be a suborbital hop. This also means my design just plain doesn't have enough fuel to get up. Maybe if I tried turning down the throttle, that might help. It might not. I don't know. Wow, this thing's like automatically rolling over. That's pretty cool. Let's see if it just is in an uncontrolled roll, or if it will like stabilize. I'm thinking it's just gonna roll, but it might stabilize on its own, because that would be fucking awesome, don't you think? If I had a shuttle that I just put it on a suborbital hop and it stabilized itself. Nope, it's just gonna roll. It might even start pulling down on its own. But at least this part is very well designed. This piece right here, this whole little piece right here, it looks beautiful. Doesn't that look? It looks pretty much like a real shuttle. Doesn't this thing just look beautiful? I mean, look at this. That's pretty damn awesome. And it is stabilizing a little bit. No, it's just rolling still. I thought it was, maybe. I was wrong. No. You know, I'm just having fun. This is the kind of thing I do. Someone sent me a message on Skype. That was mine, not yours. I use Skype sometimes. You can add me if you want. I don't mind. I'll be like, who the fuck are you? Guess what my Skype name is? Now, if you don't know me, then you don't know. But basically, I use the name Guard13007 everywhere. So if you ever see Guard13007, it's most likely me. I just remembered about physical time warp. So we're gonna set it to time warp 3, and until we either spin out of control entirely, or it stabilizes, or we get into low altitude. So you can see it's kind of correcting towards where it's supposed to be, because we're getting into lower atmosphere. I'm going to time warp 2 now, because I'm going to see if hopefully it'll stabilize a little bit. It's acting like it wants to, but then it's kind of spinning a bit. Yeah, so it's having a bit of issue. I wonder what it is about this design that makes it want to spin like this. It might be the way lift works, because this fin at the top that allows for vertical stability is you know, telling it to go sideways is. Oh yeah, I need to turn time warp back down. There we go. But yeah, this thing's very controllable. As you can see, I have precision controls on, but I don't have SAS on. I don't need it. I'm gonna have this thing drop a little faster. I don't know how far it's safe to have this thing just drop and when you need to pull up. I haven't done enough testing to figure that out yet. I'm gonna pull up now. Oh wow, this thing reacts very quickly. No, I'll let it drop a little further, because it reacts so quickly. And landing gear, of course. Always a must. Even in water. No, but you saw how quickly that thing pulled out of a pretty much straight down dive. I wish we could fly this from in the cockpit, but unfortunately that's not really an option. I normally turn off precision controls during the final stages of landing because I usually find it easier to tap the key rapidly than it is to, what do you call it, to try and use precision controls, because basically precision controls, when you're using it the way, I figured as much for a water landing, but precision controls, if you're using it while trying to land like that, unpowered, instead of it helping you, I find it tends to basically put lag on your controls, because your controls very slowly, that's the wrong button, very slowly go up. Like if you watch my pitch, it very slowly goes up and the thing starts spinning in the water on its own, funnily enough. What? Oh, that was just like that piece hitting it. I can splash with this thing. Boom. I wonder if I can force that bit underwater. Nope. It's got too much buoyancy. Cool. Thank you for watching. I was thinking about making this a longer video, showing trial and error as I design a shuttle, but I've decided instead that I'm going to continue working on it without recording, because else it would get too boring, and because I'm talking to my friend Alan. Anyhow, I'll let you know when I figure this out and make a proper shuttle, and it will be awesome and easy to fly. Thank you for watching, etc., etc. See you in space.